SQL Server is a relational database management system developed by Microsoft. It is the native and official database for .NET development technology. Microsoft markets at least a dozen different editions of MSSQL Server, aimed at different audiences and for workloads ranging from small single machine applications to large enterprise-class cloud applications with many concurrent users. SQL Server can be installed on Linux machines also. Make sure that Windows is installed properly with full updates and an updated antivirus is running on the machine for successful installation of the database. Next important thing you will have to do is to check the architecture of your operating system. Check if it is 64-bit or 32-bit. Different installables are available for different operating platforms. This is how you can check the architecture of your Windows operating system. Right-click this PC in the Windows Explorer and click to Properties option. It will show the operating system name, architecture and name of the computer. Double-click Setup file in the installable directory and wait for the installer to load. Click to New SQL Server installation for first-time installation or choose to upgrade existing SQL Server. Accept license terms and click Next. It will check for the updates online. Ignore warnings if any, as we are not connected to internet. It will return an error. Just proceed by clicking Next button. It will check for the install rules. Ignore warnings if any. Select Local DB in the list of features to be installed. The instance name for SQL Server is taken as SQL Express, let it be. This is required for connecting the database with an application. It shows different accounts for various services. Just click Next. Don't forget to select Mixed Mode of Authentication to have SQL Server's own user ID, SA and password that we specify. Select Install and Configure option and click Next. Click Accept to install Microsoft Open and R Server. As we are not connected to internet, it will return an error. Manually browse to specify path where the installable file of Open and R Server are present. Click Next. Now the installation of SQL Server starts and will take some time to finish.
The all-new SQL Server 2016 has prominent features like real-time operational analytics, high availability and disaster recovery, Security and compliance. Number 1 in price and performance with massive scale. Highest performing data warehouses. Transform complex data into actionable insights. Mobile business intelligence. Excellent reporting. Simplify big data. Consistent data platform from on-premises to cloud.
Installation of SQL Server is complete and a list of components installed is displayed. Make sure that installation of all components is successful.
We have installed the database server. Now we need an interface to fire queries and to interact with the database objects. Double-click the setup file again to install Management Studio, an interface for SQL Server database. It will open a download page in the browser. As we are not connected to internet, browser will show an error. Connect to internet and get the Management Studio downloaded. Once the Management Studio installable file is downloaded, double-click and install.
Restart is required after the installation of Management Studio. Check the apps in Windows to locate Management Studio. Pin it in the taskbar for frequent use. Open Management Studio. Can take a little while to open for the first time. To connect to SQL Server, specify server name as computer name/instance name, authentication mode as SQL Server authentication, user ID as SA, and password that we specified during installation. Create a new database, select it and start working with SQL Server 2016 database queries and objects. This video is brought to you by SohamGlobal Media Services. Technology is power, technology is future.